I am disappointed you have not brought any more chickadees in, Mark.
Well, I want to talk about that because I brought some burger rings in.
You love the rings.
I do.
You love the burger rings.
Mate, I love burger rings.
Chickadees last week, burger rings this week.
But I've been alerted to the Tom Brady of snacks. All right?
The Tom Brady of snacks.
Well, he's the greatest ever, mate. Let's face it.
NFL player.
Mate, he's the greatest ever sports person.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're being stupid.
Whoa.
No, I'm not.
You're being stupid.
Mate, he was winning Super Bowls in his 40s.
So what? So was Jordan.
So the club or the franchise,
Tiger.
the franchise that has won the most
Yeah.
is the New England Patriots. They've won six.
Yeah.
6 Super Bowls. Tom Brady's won 7. He's won more than the number one franchise. I should put that in the stats later. But I found, don't worry about that. It can't be argued.
Actually, we'll come back to Tom Brady because I want to talk about his roast that we saw a couple of weeks ago.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I'm going to talk to you about it.
But I have the Tom Brady of snacks.
Okay.
Destroys chickadees, destroys burger
Are they
rings.
fake teeth?
And I still haven't tried them. No, they're not fake teeth.
Oh, what are they?
Twisties chick cheese. It's
half chicken, half cheese.
Half chicken, half cheese Twisties. Would that bring you back?
I reckon the name's crap. I would have called them cheesins myself. But chickies is okay.
Twisty chickies.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Half green, half red package.
I'm back straight up. So within the Twisties themselves, are they half and half? Are they half cheese or half chicken, or are they half each piece?
So I know what you mean. So each actual piece has been dipped in the cheese and the chicken dipping thing.
I don't know, but we must give credit here because that photo was sent in by Sam Bright, who's one of the listeners to the pod.
Good work, Sam.
Well done, Brody.
Brody sent that in. He reckons you'd get right around him.
Oh, I'm going to get around those.
So
I'm going to get around those.
Just before we move on, who's your vote for the greatest sports person ever?
Well, there's 2 in front of him, Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods, both of them, and then Michael Phelps. There you go.
No.
Michael Phelps won 24 gold medals.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But how many people swim?
More people than what play NFL.
No.
Yes, they do.
NFL,
around the world, more people swim than play NFL.
NFL is a freak show. It is just, they've got blokes who are wide receivers, second raters, who can break 10 seconds. It's the freak show of freak shows, and you've got a bloke who, no matter where he was, no matter who he had around him, kept on winning Super Bowls.
So you put Tom Brady versus Michael Jordan or Tom Brady versus Tiger Woods, he doesn't drop their shoelaces.
Tom Brady wasn't one of 5 like Michael and LeBron.
He's one of 30.
He's one of 100.
Yeah.
And he still had enough influence to keep on winning Super Bowls.
He's the quarterback. He's the main man.
I know. Influence.
You reckon he's better than Tiger, who sat at the top of the charts in world golf for 336 weeks or whatever it was?
Yeah, actually, it might be a good point. I'm going to slip you a stat for a little bit later too on Tiger. You won't believe it.
Okay, guys.
Whatever stat you got today, this one will top.
Anyway, on the they had a Tom Brady roast.
Hang on. Before we move on, there's 3 things. There's only one thing for this. We're going to do a poll with those 3 names. And we'll get the listeners to decide.
No, put 4 in there. Put Phelps in there as well.
Okay, Michael Phelps.
It's swimming, mate. It's the stupidest sport in the world.
Well, if you don't swim, you drown.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a
that.
life and death sport.
Do you know anyone who was a swimmer growing up?
Yes.
Who?
Michael Klim.
No, you didn't know him growing up.
We knew him. We met him.
I know. I love him. I love him.
Kieran Perkins.
I love Kieran.
We love him too.
Grant Hackett, you love him.
Yeah.
Grant Hackett's my favourite of all time.
Actually, sorry, I'll take that back. It was Grant Hackett I loved.
Yes, that's right. Not Kieran.
No, Kieran Perkins was a bit nasty to us.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about him.
So
the butterfly.
So the poll's going to be Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Michael Phelps. Is one of those 4, or of those 4, who is the greatest of all time?
Yep.
Yes, that'll do.
All right, cool.
That'll do.
Back to Tom Brady.
Not as good as last week's poll. Is Joel a dickhead? that's the. You'll never beat that poll, Dan.
That was
That's
a good
100%. 100%.
It was 100%.
Does that say more about our audience or more about our polling?
It says a bit about the audience. It also says that Joel is indeed a dickhead.
Okay.
Yeah, it says a lot about our audience lean.
Now, Tom Brady got roasted, and
I still haven't seen it.
Now, I'm not sure if you know much about how they roast in America, but when they roast, there is nothing off limits.
I've only seen Tom Cruise get roasted, and it is well worth watching.
But do you know why they get roasted?
Why?
You know why they put their hand up to being...
Because they're so good.
No.
Because they get so much money.
Yes.
How much money do they get for this?
They get squillions, right?
For a roast?
Tons and mega millions, right? But the people that also do the roasting, they get paid a truckload as well.
Everyone's making cash.
It is a big cash cow. That's why these roasts work. So
Why are we doing it?
So the best three, this is my point.
Oh.
This is my point. The best three I've ever seen, Charlie Sheen, Justin Bieber, and Tom Brady. They're the three best
Charlie
roasts.
Sheen. I want to see that one too.
It's pretty easy pickings with Charlie Sheen.
I want to see Charlie Sheen.
But we should be roasting here in Australia.
Yeah.
We should be roasting here in Australia.
Yes.
Wayne Carey should be roasted tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Wayne Carey. If Warney was here, imagine roasting Warney.
The Shane Warne roast
Yep.
would have just been on replay in so many homes.
Unbelievable. Eddie Maguire should be roasted. Bang.
Excellent. 1, 2, 3.
He should be bang, bang.
Ed wouldn't do it, I reckon. I don't really would.
No,
Not brave enough?
It'd be in.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's not brave enough. I just think if you're going to go in and be roasted like that, you've got to be prepared to just cop whatever comes your way.
It's coming your way. It's coming your
it'd
way.
be in.
Those US ones,
It'd
they
be-
do not hold back one.
Oh, no. There is nothing from family members to partners. I'd say, we spoke about Will Smith last week.
Yeah.
I don't think Will Smith should be roasted.
No, it doesn't get.
He wouldn't take it too well.
No, he wouldn't take it
because
well.
Jada would be mentioned every second conversation.
I've got another Australians from my mob who should be in the roasted.
Golf.
Go on. Big top of the tree.
Greg Norman.
Greg Norman.
Greg Norman being roasted would be good.
That would be sensational.
Russell Crowe. I think Russell Crowe could be
Bloody
roasted.
oath.
He'd be a good roast.
Yeah.
Be a really good roast. Rebel Wilson. Now she would be a good roast.
Rebel Wilson.
She'd be a good roast. So I reckon you could.
Would she cop it? Would she take it well?
Maybe. What about Magna Sabansky? Could she take it?
I don't think Magna
No, I
would
think
take
she'd be
it so well.
thin-skinned.
Yeah. I think she'd have a glass jaw, Magna.
What about Kath and Kim? We could roast Kath and Kim.
Nah, Glenn Robbins. I'd love to see
Glenn would be good.
Glenn Robbins.
So here's a question for you then. So if you think about the people you've named, Bieber, Tom Brady, and Charlie Sheen.
And Tom Cruise.
It's quite interesting because Charlie Sheen, lots of transgressions and like he's done some terrible things.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is pretty clean. Like he's a total clean skin.
Yeah.
So if you're talking Australian roast, are you going for the ones with a bit of a Shane Warney kind of past?
No, you've got to be.
Or are you going for the squeaky clean?
Gotta have a background.
You've got to have a background. You're either going to be brilliant at your sport or brilliant in your profession.
Yeah. So, for instance, we're not going after Pat Rafter.
No,
Clean.
too clean.
Oh, unless you knew him reasonably well. He had a couple of good policies I used to like.
Too clean. He's probably too clean.
Yeah.
But there might be some business people. Might be.
Nick Kyrgios.
Now, great one.
Bang.
Now, Nick Kyrgios would be a great one. Bernard Tomic. You got enough dirt on Bernard.
I'm just counting my cash.
Yeah.
What was that quote? That was, they should be playing that all the time.
What about Dave Warner?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. He's in the gun.
Michael Clark.
Clark is in the gun.
Michael Clark.
Absolutely.
That would be a fun one.
Michael Clark would be good.
Yeah.
So I think there's some really, even ones like Dennis Lilly.
Dennis would be unbelievable.
Like you'd roast Dennis, a mate, or your mate, Greg Chappell.
Greg Chappell.
And Greg Chappell would take it like a champ.
He has not got a glass jaw.
What
Greg
about Jeff
Chappell.
Fennick? Jeff Fennick's got some skeletons.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I'd leave him out.
Oh, he might knock you out otherwise.
I'd leave him out.
But anyway, I think the Australian roast is not a bad idea to think about.
It's a winner. I mean, this is what Australians we were almost famous for so long because we could laugh at ourselves.
What about Corey Worthington? I'm not taking the sunglasses off.
You do wonder why, because those roasts in America rate really, really well.
Oh,
and you
huge.
kind of wonder why Channel 10, for example, haven't said, let's give it a shot. They've got nothing to lose. They rate like 3%.
Do it after the project. Go
Well,
project into the roast.
You're in the business, Dan. Why don't you put something forward?
Put a roast together.
Let's do it.
Well, the TV business.
Yeah. Well, you're in the show business.
And high up too.
Bloody oath.
Kid from Wollongong making big. Making it real big.
In this podcast world.
You should put something together.
Yeah.
We should put something together. The Couple of Blokes Aussie roast.
There we go.
Oh. What about Sam Kekovich?
Oh, yes.
Roasting Kekovich.
Yep. Oh, I got another one. Sam Newman.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
Sam Newman would be unbelievable.
he would take it every day.
Oh,
But
yeah.
look, we have just scratched the surface, and we have a Victorian lean here. I
Yeah.
mean, you go up to Queensland. I mean, would
Mel
Wally Lewis be...
Meninga.
Oh, Alan
Melbourne
Langer.
Dinga. Alfie.
Alfie. I mean, goodness me, it'd be a 5-hour roast with Alfie.
Yeah.
Fatty Vorton.
Fatty boy.
What you could do, Fatty.
Mate.
Oh, what about Mitchell Pearce?
What about
Mitchell Pearce.
Oh my
Pearce.
God!
Who was the bubbler?
No, that was that's Todd Carney.
Todd.
No, Todd
Let's
Carney.
get Todd
No,
up.
Mitchell Pearce was caught in the hallway,
Yes. Oh,
and also
dumped.
no,
That was him? I know.
no,
I know. Who was that?
that'd be Nate Miles.
Nappy Nate Miles.
Nate Miles at the Crown Plaza in Terrigal.
Mitchell Pearce simulated
Yeah.
with an animal.
Would the do-gooders knock it out of the park, though? I mean, if we did a roast American style in this country, are there too many do-gooders?
You
that
know
would
the number
just
one
say
roast in
no?
the world. If they roasted one person in the world,
Yeah, I've got it already.
I know
Right
who
now.
it is. I
I
know
know
who
who it is.
I know.
Go, all say together. 1, 2, 3. Donald Trump. Yeah.
he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Oh, he'd be that because
wow.
there'd be so much you could do. He's such a. I mean,
And he'd take it.
oh, he would. Well, he would take it.
He'd take it in the right spirit. He hasn't got a glass jaw.
No.
That's the last. Of all the things that you might want to say about him, he does not have a glass jaw.
We're in for a big 4 years,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a
You
big
reckon
4
he's going
years.
to get... You reckon?
Do you think he'll win?
He's home.
I don't reckon he'll win.
Oh, really?
I-
That's
I-
because you hate him.
I do hate him. I think he's a moron. But no, I don't. Think, and I don't think he'll win.
I wonder...
Do you remember the last president? The last president to when he's reading cue cards, he's reading and pause. And you want him to lead for the next 4 years.
No, I don't, look, honestly, I'd prefer neither of them were. But if you've got to choose, I'm going by. I think Biden is a.
No, the Democrats have just got to change the candidate and not let him
I
go.
think it's too late now. They can't do it now. I
Well,
do
that's
think.
ridiculous. They must be able to.
I do think. No, they can. No, they
can for illness.
But they've done the primary, so it's all
Yeah,
pretty much done now.
But if he drops out now because he's sick,
Kamala Harris does it.
No,
Yeah.
there's no... Trump would destroy Kamala.
Oh, I'm not saying
Absolute
I'm not saying
destroy.
you're wrong. But the point I'm making, I think Biden is a decent human being who's done good things, but he's just too old. He's just too old.
mate, when you're reading the auto cues,
yeah, I know.
Pause.
That was pretty funny.
That was bad.
Speaking of getting old, can I ask you if this?
and we're not political here, are we?
Not on this
No,
podcast.
we don't go political. We don't give our opinions politically.
Only councils.
We are bipartisan when it comes to.
Councils we rip into. 'Cause
Oh,
I hate them so
Yeah,
much.
you hate 'em.
I hate councils more than any other thing in the world.
Something happened to me that made me feel I was getting old this morning. There was a bloke.
Getting out of bed.
No.
That's the hardest thing.
There was a bloke on like a path just at the side of the street that I was walking along, and he said, "Hey mate, how you going?" And I said, "Oh yeah, good. How are you?" And then I realised he's on his mobile phone talking to somebody, and it's the second time I've done it in about 2 weeks. And I thought, is this a sign of?
Yeah, you're in
Yeah,
trouble.
you're still living in the 1980s, dude.
Yeah, you're in trouble, Dan.
It's a different world, Dan. Everyone's talking on the phone. Everyone's got their ear pods in.
I didn't notice.
What are you
No, the
doing?
problem is you're from Wollongong, and
Yeah,
you
bit
started
slow.
from a fair way back anyway.
Yeah.
So you just started to catch up.
Did he have ear pods? I'll give you an out. Did he have ear pods in?
No,
Oh, his hand to his ear.
had his hand to his ear.
Oh,
You've done that though, surely.
no.
No.
What?
No.
I live in the modern world, mate. I can see when somebody's talking on their phone. I'd give you an out if someone had ear pods in and they're only wearing one.
Well-
because that happens a bit.
Okay, he didn't. have
I'm
ear
not
pods in.
saying I've got super powers, but
You used to.
my hearing is off the charts good.
Still.
Has
it got better or is it just hung in there?
I think it's getting better.
How have you done that?
I don't know. I can still hit if I hit the ball. Say I hit the ball 260,
Yeah.
and I hit a tree. I can tell if it's clipped a tree, and I can tell what type of grass it goes in by the sound of the ball, and if it's 260 metres away. I can hear conversations across the other side of the golf course, or if I don't know. I've just got great hearing.
Do you clear your ears every day out of the shower?
Never touch them.
Oh, righto. Because I clear them every day and I can't hear a thing. You should hear how
You know
loud
you're
these
doing.
headphones are
You
on,
know what
mate.
you're doing.
These headphones
You're
are
pushing
as
the wax.
loud as possibly
You're pushing
turned
the
up.
wax. You're pushing the wax. But I did get that little present for Christmas. The
What's
little,
the little-
the little ear hair.
Yeah, the drill thing.
Yeah, the drill. There's a zzz.
Does it work?
Well, I'm hearing beautifully. I'm hearing lovely.
Is it wrong to borrow that sort of
I
equipment?
think it is. It's like, can I borrow your razor blade? No.
No, I'd share a razor blade with you.
No, you don't share razor blades.
I'd shave my face and give it straight to you.
No, that's how you pick up. That's how you pick up.
It's a shaver.
Yeah, but you might have stuff on your skin like, say,
Mate, look
warts.
at my skin.
I know you got beautiful skin.
Come on.
Actually, it's looking
I'd hand
good
it
too
straight
at the
up.
moment.
Yeah, mate, I spent that much money on cream. It's not funny.
Would you ever put the needle in?
Botox.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. So the amount of cream that I have rubbed into this face, and it's all because I saw one particular golfer who just passed away. His name was Noel Ratcliffe. Noel Ratcliffe played golf his entire life, followed the sun in the whole world. Noel Ratcliffe, last time I saw him, was 45 years old. He looked like he was 92. And that forced me, as a young man, I was never going to look like Noel Ratcliffe. I hope, if you're listening, anyone from his family, I hope he went peacefully and everything was great. But it was just a lesson I learned.
Use cream.
I reckon, though, being a golfer and being out in the sun as much as you certainly were for a very long time and still are to this, I think you got it. I think you got to put cream all over yourself.
Mate.
You got that's smart. That's actually just the smart thing to do.
I put it on at night time. And I'm not talking about, 30 plus. I'm talking about cream.
Cucumbers?
Haven't gone that far.
You use the cucumbers on the eyelids?
I've thought about it.
You've got to have a go. Have a crack.
Have you had a go?
No, have a crack. Have a crack. You should have a crack. Because it brought me back to the memories that when Mum used to sunbake, because I hated the sun, I hated the beach.
Did she just stare at the sun?
No, she baby oil. Just get baby oil and I had to rub it, it into Mum's back. Baby oil. She would just cooked herself.
What was that like, rubbing oil into your mum's back?
I was only 6 or 7. Like I was only a little boy. I love my mum.
That's okay.
I'm going to do it when I'm 18.
I was going to say, what age do you think that behaviour stops?
36 is a bit too. No, I think you got to stop before you double digits, don't you?
Yeah. I could actually tell you something about my mum sunbaking in the backyard.
Maybe don't, because you don't want to get written out. You don't want to get written out of the will.
I know.
No, we love Val.
My mum was a beautiful woman, a beautiful, beautiful lady.
No, I'm telling you, she was modelled. Like
beautiful.
She modelled gloves and hair. She wasn't a model. No, she was a beautiful. It still is a beautiful looking woman.
On a sunny day.
Oh yeah, Val was out.
I had that many friends because she would sunbake by the pool. And there would be, not 3 or 4 kids, there would be a football team of children coming over to my joint.
Even kids you didn't like.
Because Mum was spectacular.
Yeah.
I'm happy saying that about her.
Well, yeah, as long as you look after your skin, because you got to do it. Otherwise, you're going to end up, A, like that golf mate of yours, or B, like that dumbass mate of yours who you told us about earlier on, whose skin is in all sorts of bother.
Okay,
I didn't think you were going to talk about this.
I'm not going to mention his name. And you don't know him and you don't know him, so it doesn't really matter. But
are you sure? So the way you said that, well, you
might know him, but I'm not going to. Let's just pretend you don't.
Why won't you tell me who it is?
No, I'm just saying this.
Initial.
No.
Why not?
No, nothing. No, nothing. But my friend hired a house, and
whereabouts?
Overseas, and jumped in the spa.
Is this like an Airbnb situation?
Yeah, an Airbnb situation. Yeah. Jumped in the spa on the second night, and the chlorinator in the spa had broken, and it was pumping out copious amounts of chlorine. And he could smell it. He just thought, chlorine just smells chlorine-y.
How are his eyes after?
No, don't worry about his eyes.
What do you mean?
He burnt his skin. Like his skin was peeling off.
What, on the bottom of his butt or something? Where his
shoulders?
Of his ball bag.
What?
Hang on.
Hey, last time I checked, my ball bag's bloody tough.
All right.
It's like the toughest bit of skin you could ever imagine.
Can I just show you something?
Yeah.
Now, you don't know, I'm not going to show you this photo.
Oh, my God.
My God!
What the hell?
That is what chlorine does to your ball bag when you have too much.
Oh. See, that's amazing because I'm sure that my nuts were, the skin around them was pretty tough.
That's quite a revolting photo.
Hang on. Mark.
Because it's so thick.
It's not thick.
It is so thick.
It's thin.
Mate, I'll show you in a second if you don't like.
Your ball bag's the same as mine. Our ball bags aren't thick.
I'm telling you.
Thin skin.
Mine is thick. There is not It's not thin.
I'm telling you, it's thin. What is yours made of leather?
Just about.
Oh, come on.
My ball bag wouldn't have copped that.
Well,
there's no way. Your mate's got a piss weak ball bag.
No, my mate is fit, young and healthy, and ended up in hospital for 4 days.
Well, that narrows it down. So fit, young and healthy.
And then what he also did,
what about the rest of his skin? How come it just happened to his ball bag?
No,
that's a good point.
No, that's the photos of the ball bag. These other photos of his 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
All peeled off.
See, 6 o'clock didn't make it.
No, it lived, but the skin came off as well. From his tummy down, the skin was gone. He got his money back from Airbnb because as soon as you mention overseas litigation, they put themselves. So he got all his money back. He got insurance because he had to spend 4 days in hospital.
So you could use that picture. No one would know what your ball bag looked like. Whenever you go, if they had a spa, you could say, hey, now listen, I want my money back. Look what you've done to me.
How bad's that photo?
That is the most disgusting photo.
So I just want to say this: if you're renting a house, just check the chlorination before jumping into a spa, especially if you're a boy. Unless you're Mark with leather balls,
mate, I just dip my balls in that spa and it wouldn't affect them at all.
Your skin is the same thickness as anybody else's
I'm telling you, I've got some thick skin down there. I don't know why, but it just feels thick.
That photo should never see the light of day. That photo is horrific.
No, we're never ever showing it. Never ever.
Can you delete it? Seriously?
Really?
Yeah, I don't
want to delete it because it's a great story when you've had a few.
Yeah, okay.
See, the other thing I'm thinking about, I don't think we should be putting that photo on our socials.
We're definitely not putting it on our socials.
Can you pixel it?
Pixelate it?
Pixelate.
Well, here's the thing.
You can pixelate the ball bag, but leave the actual scar for people to see.
Here's the thing. You've told this story, and the family are going to be listening to this, and they right now are slightly out of the loop because they haven't seen that photo.
Yeah. I think you got to put it on.
So I'm torn between us putting the photo up and horrifying people, or not putting them up and then being left out.
Can we put it on our website so that so that way only the family? Because if you put it on social media, it could be passed around and it could make us look bad.
Oh, because you can't pass something around on a website.
No, that might not even pass too because it's so gory. That might actually transcend Elon Musk might get involved.
What about we do this? If you send us your phone number, we'll send you the picture.
No.
Why can't we do that?
Because then they'll just send it out. They'll tweet it out and take all the glory.
It doesn't have his name on his ball bag, mate. He'll be right. It could be anyone's ball bag coming from anywhere.
It could be. It could be. But deep down, I would know that we have let my mate, and he's only young, so he's got a long way to go. My mate.
The way you said it's only young, I don't believe he's young.
Of course he's young.
Just cut out.
You've seen it. There's no hair on it. It's probably all the hair burnt off.
How about this for an idea?
The chlorine burnt the hair off?
Well, it burnt the skin off. If it's going to burn skin off, it wouldn't burn yours, though, leather balls.
What about this for an idea? What if we put it to the family to decide? And if we put a poll up, should we show the photo? Should we not?
We will pixelate the ball bag out.
If they say yes, we'll figure out a way to do it that's got a bit of, I don't know.
We'll pixelate the ball bag out so you just see the wound.
Yes. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Because then we can't get into trouble because it could be an arm or it could be a leg.
Pretty graphic, isn't it?
It is it's graphic.
Just go light on the pixels.
Hospital for 4 days, couldn't wear undies. Had to wear like these nappies.
He couldn't wear pants, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, he had to wear these you can't. How do you fly international without pants on?
Well, hang on.
He can wear his jammies, maybe.
Are you saying Humphrey B. Bear never went overseas?
No, he didn't. No, not with burnt balls. He didn't.
Well, he never wore pants either.
No. Well,
how did that ever get through the ABC
bears don't
TV
wear
people?
Pants.
Mate, not one bear wears pants, mate. Yogi Bear didn't wear pants.
Did Winnie the Pooh wear pants?
I don't know.
No, he wore a top.
Bears don't wear pants.
They don't wear pants.
But don't you think some kids would have somewhere watched Humphrey B. Bear and said, Mum, why isn't that bear wearing pants?
Mate, we were kids.
No, we're not worried about if he's wearing pants. We weren't wearing pants at that stage.
You're only 3 years old when you watch Humphrey.
Well, pardon me for asking the question.
The only thing we were worried about Humphrey is he didn't say much. That was an issue.
He wasn't a big talker, was he?
No, very small talk.
Now, I'm hanging out to hear this Tiger Woods stat in Statman.
Yep.
We'll come back and we'll hear it. We don't even know what it is yet, Ox, do we?
No, I'll write it
So
down.
you're
for
taking over this segment?
No, I'm just helping you out.
Okay, we'll do that next. This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode, and it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
I'm a scat man.
Righto. Have you got it? Have you got your head around the stat?
No,
Haven't you?
you're doing it. It's Tiger Woods stat.
I just gave you a piece of paper with the stat on it
No, you didn't.
for the benefit of the podcast.
This has gone pear-shaped, isn't it?
Okay.
Hey, how about Mark, you give the
Oh,
stat?
no, where it is.
I will do it.
No, you do it because
I will do it.
you do it because I'll
So-
make a mistake.
So the one redeeming argument about who is the greatest out of Jordan, who else? we
Woods,
got?
Brady,
Woods,
and Phelps.
Phelps, the swimmer. Oh, how's a swimmer in there?
24 gold medals, champ.
Honestly,
24 gold medals.
mate, no one swims. I didn't know one kid who swum in my whole life. My son, all my friends, none of them. No one swims.
Yes, they do.
It's the easiest pool to be dominant in. Pool. It's
Okay.
the easiest sport to be dominant in.
All right, well, NFL's hard. How many quarterbacks are there?
So,
Please.
mate, stacks.
Oh, please.
What about Usain Bolt?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Should have been on the list, really.
Quickest man ever.
Probably should have been
Yeah,
there.
but anyone can run. It's harder to swim.
So,
Yes.
the one redeemer for Tiger to be the
Yes.
greatest sports person ever.
Other than being on the top of the charts for 360 weeks of the year. 360 weeks in a row.
331 weeks. No, that was Greg Norman. He did even more, like 500, 700, something like that. Anyway, the most ridiculous stat of Tiger Woods is of all the scoring averages in the history of the PGA Tour, Tiger Woods owns the top 6 years. The top 6 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
average
6.
like 66.6.
That's right. So Scotty Scheffler last year,
That's
he's
not
number,
that big a deal,
he's
is
number
it?
7.
He's had 6 good years.
No, there's more to this stat. Because Tiger Woods' schedule, he didn't play in the tournaments where 25 under won.
Oh, the bunnies. Not the bunny
He played
tournaments.
the tournaments at 16 under one.
Black
The really
Page Beth.
tough courses, the majors, and he still owns the top 6 scoring average years in history of the PGA Tour. And he didn't play one bunny course. Not one.
And his scoring average at Hooters was even better.
Particularly in the car park.
I would say, Marko,
You had to bring it down.
it's a good stat, but I would say it's a complex stat. I mean, compare that to Ox's
Parrots.
last week. 60% of parrot species live in Australia.
Yes, well,
It's a lot simpler to
I don't
understand.
mind giving a complex stat.
I like it. I like Complex City.
Yeah.
It was good.
Hey, talking about complex, how's your footy calling going? I was listening the other day. You're killing it.
It's-
You're
I
fair
like it.
dinkum
I like
killing it.
But can I just bring up something, please?
Yeah.
Because I've been in Wodonga, the only station I really get up there is Triple M. And I've been listening to Daisy and Lee Montana and all them. And Daisy the other day said the same word 7 times in the first quarter, and he was saying the wrong word.
What was he saying?
Laconic. What does laconic mean, please, gentlemen?
Lazy.
I would say laconic means sort of lazy and sleepy and not trying hard.
Relaxed. Relaxed.
Okay. Please,
Relaxed.
please get your phone and look up laconic.
All right.
Now, Kevin Bartlett told me this
Did he?
because everyone uses the word wrong. It doesn't mean this at all.
Okay, I'll get it up.
So
Hang on.
for a million years, I believe if someone's laconic, it means they're almost
Lazy,
not trying,
lazy.
making it look too easy,
Yep.
relaxed, too relaxed.
So Dale Thomas said this 7 times in one quarter.
Okay.
7 times in one quarter.
Same
about a
player was laconic.
and I think it was about Scott Pendlebury, about how he was moving and he's very laconic in the way he moves.
Right. What does it mean, Dan?
Laconic means somebody who uses very few words to say something. So that they may seem casual or unfriendly. It doesn't mean sleepy and tired with it at all.
So it's a man of very few. So every time
It's
a
got
player
nothing
is
to do with sport.
no
No.
man of very few words. So everyone uses laconic. in the wrong context and in the wrong.
So, for instance, Bruce Dool was laconic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Bruce Dool was the
ultimate laconic player.
laconic player.
Another one. Humphrey B. Bear was laconic.
He was the ultimate laconic actor.
He was more laconic than Bruce Dool.
So I haven't been able to say this to Daisy. I did see him at the footy the other night. Yeah. But Daisy, please don't use laconic to explain a player's movement on the football field because it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, he's not the only one guilty.
No, but he's the only one.
Guilty.
But he's the only one that I've heard of late. But that's how we get these things. We hear someone else say it and we go, "Oh, that must be right." But Kevin Bartlett told me this 15 years ago. Yeah. He said, and it was Port Adelaide versus Gold Coast when he told me. And it was actually the day that Gold Coast won their first game at AAMI Stadium. Yeah. He tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Don't use that word." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because it doesn't mean that." I looked up. I thought, "You're right." And he didn't belittle me on air. Yeah, he actually did it during the break like a professional would. What a star. And just said, "Hey, don't use that. It makes you sound silly."
Well, that is amazing.
Great. Laconic.
Can we count that as a stat?
No, not really.
That was a fabulous one.
It's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
That's what it is.
So Dale Thomas, just letting you know, don't use it in that context. Use it if Scott or Penalty doesn't talk. Perfect. Yeah. Man of very few words.
There's lots of stuff like that. So a lot of people say the proof is in the pudding, but that's not the old saying.
What is it?
The proof of the pudding is in the eating, is the way it used to be. The proof of the pudding will be in the eating. But people have just shortened it to the proof will be in the pudding.
The proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. If you got any others, let us know on our socials.
My mum used to always say, "You can't." When I was a kid, you can't go out like that. You look like the wreck of the Hesperus.
The wreck of the Hesperus. What the hell does that mean?
Well, I imagine the Hesperus was a boat that was wrecked, and hair sticking up all over the place.
Mum used to always say you look like something the cat dragged in.
Yeah.
And the cat's always dragging a dead possum or a half-eaten mouse or a bird that's got no feathers.
Yeah. My mum used to say, if you don't make a face, because if the wind changes, you'll be stuck with it. Yeah. I believed that for a long time.
So did I. And I probably still half believe it.
For a long time.
What about if you're swallowing chewing gum, or if you swallow chewing gum, do we ever told it like stays in your stomach for like 10 years?
Yep.
Which is clearly ridiculous.
And don't eat watermelon pips.
I haven't heard that one.
Because you'll grow a watermelon in your stomach.
And that's how you get fat.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. I had a ton of them.
Actually, on a side note, how good are watermelons?
Unbelievable.
I've never had.
I saw a new invention.
I've never eaten one in my life.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you haven't either. I saw a new invention. I saw a new invention.
You've got one,
and I'm spewing I didn't come up with this. And well done, Mr. Man, whoever came up with it.
Who is it?
Pineapple.
All woman. All woman.
No, it was a man because I saw him. I saw him actually demonstrating his wonderful invention. And great job, mate. So it's a pineapple. You cut the top off.
Yeah.
And you screw this thing into it.
Yeah.
And just screw, and you pull it out, and you got a spiral whole pineapple.
A spiral pineapple.
So it's like pieces. Like you can just cut them into pieces, but it just comes out in perfect spirals.
Oh, so
like a perfect spiral. The whole lot is just perfect.
Comes out like a slinky.
Yep.
A pineapple slinky.
Yep. And you can just cut it. It's such a good idea. It's such a simple idea.
That is actually pretty good.
Why didn't I come up with it?
Has he made millions and millions of dollars?
He's going to smash it.
How old is he? Is he like the chicken salt guy? Is he like him?
Nah, he's in his 40s. He's a good-looking rooster. He's just a smart dude.
Do you know what, though, Ox? He's invented this, but what he may not have yet is a slogan.
Oh, yeah.
And I know a bloke. I know a bloke whose initials are DS who has got a bit of history here.
It's the Groover, the pineapple remover. We're just going to call it the Groover.
The pineapple?
Because that's what it is. You put it in, it's a groover. You put it in, you turn, it just gets the grooves out and just pulls out a pineapple. The Groover.
Yeah.
The pineapple remover.
The Groover, the pineapple remover.
Mate, reach out to him, make contact. Give him your slogan
I've got to. The Groover.
I think you should. Do you know what? You were talking about inventions. Hang on, I've got this here somewhere.
Yeah.
The other day, we had a suggestion maybe before we had the break.
A business idea?
Yeah, it was, and it was from Matt. Now, Matt was a truck driver. Remember, he wrote in about driving from Perth to the East Coast.
Yeah.
And he it was about having a seat that you can scratch your back on.
Yeah, that's right.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it was a good thought.
He's had another idea.
Holy moly.
Guys, further to my idea for the seat bitch, thanks, Ox, for the name.
Yeah, great name.
I've got another one. You get a lot of time to think when you cross the Nullarbor. I think that's a reasonable thing to say.
That makes sense.
It's pretty pointless washing the car and the caravan on a trip like this, but if I don't debug the front of the car and the van, squished bugs will bake on and they will be impossible to remove a couple of months down the track. A great way to kill your paint too.
Yeah. Do you just spray those off with one of those, Keezers sprayer things? Keisha? What are they called?
Karcher.
Keezer. Yeah, Keezer, you go there
Keys
for your
are
back.
good for your back. Yeah.
So Matt said this, what about a tear-off, similar to what motorcyclists use on their helmet, visor? Tear it off once a week after the drive, bugs are gone, job is done.
Well,
It's a wonderful idea.
It's pretty good.
It's a wonderful idea. You can't put them on your grill though because you need the airflow. But you can put it, or definitely put on your paintwork. You can definitely put on your paintwork.
The grill's got to be clean to the bugs though.
You remember the old sports cars? They used to have a car bra.
Yep.
Remember those stupid things?
Yep.
God, they were everywhere in America.
Well, they got them for caravans because they have them at the back because the stones don't click up.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. I don't mind that idea. I think we can explore that further, third man.
What about a grill that just pulls out?
Oh, yeah.
You just pull it out, swap her over, put the new one in, either side of the nullarbor.
Not bad.
Do you know, for a long time now, we've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm just thinking about the watermelon situation. And you said before, Mark, you've never had a watermelon. You also don't have grapes. Banana, strawberries.
That's right.
I reckon, Oxen, maybe we're going to have to twist his arm on this. We need to, I think at some point, have an episode where we address this and deal with it and do some...
There should be one fruit you'd be willing to have a go. If
I like apples, as long as they're...
No,
one you haven't had.
If it was watermelon, bananas, grapes or strawberries and you only had to have one of something, what would you have?
Grapes are last. Strawberries are second last.
Hang on, what have the grapes done?
They are disgusting, mate.
What's disgusting?
Grapes are disgusting.
You drink wine, though.
Yeah, but that's grape juice. Not a grape. It's the texture. It's not the taste. This is what people... I was a fussy eater, and if you're not a fussy eater, this is it. It's not the taste. It's the texture that goes into your mouth.
What about banana?
Oh, no possible way. But a banana milkshake, I'm in.
What about a strawberry?
Strawberry milkshake, no worries.
No,
I'm not
which
putting the strawberry
one? Which
in
one? Which one are you going to
Watermelon.
buckle for us? Or a watermelon? It's mainly water and a bit of melon.
Mate, watermelon is amazing.
I think if I was going to have any, like the one that wouldn't make me throw up the most would be a banana.
So would you eat a banana live on the pod?
No.
Oh, well, that's gone well.
No, I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Because it's not fun for me. And I'm not doing it.
Oh, hang on. I just realised
I'm not
that's
doing it,
4
mate.
fruits. We could do a poll.
Yeah, let's poll up. Let's poll up.
Yeah.
But you got to commit to it, Marko.
No, because they just heard what I said.
No,
and they'll
just
all
one.
vote for a grape. I'm not putting the grape in my mouth. I'm not doing it.
We could do what I did with Smarties as a 3-year-old.
What'd you do? I'll put it up your nose.
Put them up my nose instead of eating them. I had to go to the hospital to get them taken out.
I can get a grape up my nose.
What food won't you eat? I know that...
Olives is the only thing I won't eat. But no, I can eat them, but I just don't like them. And I've had them. I have them on pizza, and I'll eat them.
So the taste or the texture?
But I'd never take an olive out of texture.
There you go.
I couldn't take an olive out of a bowl, out of a jar. But I'd do it if I had to. But I've never had one.
Yeah.
That's the only food I've never eaten. Well, I've eaten olives, but I've never had a pickled olive.
I already feel sick.
Okay, let me reverse this question then. If you had to, gun to your head, had to eat one food every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What, every day?
Every day, popcorn.
Yeah. Anchovy pizza. No worries. Every day for the rest of my life.
You eat anchovies and not a banana.
Yeah.
That's very strange. I love anchovies, by the way.
Hang on, what about the
anchovies.
texture of anchovies?
That's just a bit salty.
They're little furry friends.
Yeah, no worries. Love a bit of
Strawberries is not... There's no texture in strawberries.
No, there is. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. We'll
No
put
way.
So you won't do it for the pod. You won't do one of them.
Not at this point.
Can we run a poll and see what? Can we just throw a poll out there to see
I
what
don't know
happens?
about you blokes, but I'm not ready to jump the shark just yet. And this feels like a jump the shark moment to me, and I will not do it.
The problem we have here, Mark, we do have an issue here. When ENS signed on again to stay with the podcast, the deal with Paul and Kurt at ENS was that you would do a fruit poll.
The boys at ENS, they do not want us to jump the shark, and that's what that is. The day that we do that, we might as well just turn our toes up. It's over. Hey, talking about ENS, you've been going a bit, haven't you?
May I say thank you to Kurt? Now, sometimes you hit a little bit of luck, and then sometimes the cards fall your way.
Yeah.
The cards fell my way at ENS
What
the other
happened?
day. So I ordered a range hood and a dishwasher, and I had $600. I just said, just give me what you can. It's a rental place.
Hang on, you got a range hood
And a dishwasher for $600. And I said I need stainless in both. They said, yeah, I think we can do one. So anyway, a dishwasher and range hood.
Wow.
Anyway, 2 weeks later, I go down and pick it up. The Hay dishwasher's no longer there. They had to sell it because it was in demand.
Right.
They said, we've got a white one. I said, can't have white.
You want
My
stainless?
kitchen, I need stainless.
That's right. It's the look. You're after the look.
We will give you the upgraded Westinghouse dishwasher.
You're kidding.
Which go for about $1,000.
Same shape, same size for the spot.
Exactly the same. And honoured the price.
Oh,
Wow.
How good's that?
Is this Kurt?
Yep. Kurt just said,
Jeez.
just don't tell Rob. But other than that, we got the same deal. So well done, Kurt. And I'm telling you now, Kurt's looking good.
how's his hair looking?
He's looking great, Kurt. And I think it was Stevie in there that helped me out too. Just good people. So
Right.
I thank you to ENS.
Did you get delivered or did you put it on the back?
No, I put it in the back of the ute.
How good.
Back of the ute. Up we
How
went
good.
straight away. As long as Trev stays away from it, we'll be okay.
Well, I reckon that's one of the great things about ENS, and frankly, any business that does that. If there's something like that happens, it's kind of out of their control. It's just happened, right? I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, but for them to say, you know what, and we're going to look after you here, that is great because you're going to go and tell 10 or 20 people.
That's it. I'm telling everyone.
You just give everyone bonuses.
Yeah.
Honestly. There are companies out there where you buy something for $700 or $800, they can't get you out the door fast enough.
No.
Mate, they should be giving you a coffee. They should be giving you a packet of burger rings. They should do bloody everything. What else you need? Here you go. Just have it. Have a bottle of wine. You spend $800 with us. Here's a bottle of Shard. I don't know, something.
And if you want 4 duck spring rolls, you can get 4 duck spring rolls and not 3. Going back to last week.
that was very funny
I
last
still haven't heard back from the club. I'll keep you posted.
All righty. Boys, that's the show for today, but we still have
on.
to
gotta
spin
spin the
the
wheel.
wheel.
Oh, you're not going to believe it.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
That's all.
What is it? I'll tell you what it damn well is.
What is it?
It's a strawberry joke.
Strawberry joke. You couldn't believe it.
All right, got one.
You got one?
What's a scarecrow's favourite food?
Hang on. Don't tell us.
I don't know.
Strawberries.
Oh, that's right. It's a scarecrow.
Strawberries.
He's made a straw.
Oh, strawberries.
He's made a straw. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Okay, all right, yeah. That is pretty good.
Oh, I just saw the worst strawberry joke of all time.
I'll read it.
No, it's so bad. What is red and goes up and down?
That's shit.
A strawberry in an elevator. Now, someone has put that on the internet, and that person deserves to go down big time. What did one strawberry say to the other strawberry?
What?
If you weren't so sweet, we wouldn't be in this jam. That's
Bang,
not
bang.
bad. That's not bad.
Have a great week.
See you, lads.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the ENS Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.